Hello guys, welcome sa ating channel. Welcatz gaming na katarong guys para sa itong gameplay sa ating Nba2k21 USA versus World. So guys, stay tuned na sa atong channel. Always guys, di ada rin ang exciting sa Nba2k21.
Well, Greg, you mentioned the various format changes to this game, but the one thing
Williamson
we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we could add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
the three for Doncic.
for two.
One up, one down. 2 points with his first up this team.
I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
And for as much offense as the All-Star game features, I mean, the Rising Stars Challenge typically gives us even more scoring. I mean, this is an action-packed event year in and year out.
And Team World making a change here. Mikhailuk is checked in. Washington's checked in for USA. Now, here's Doncic. Now the pass to Mikhailuk. Good ball movement here by Team World. 4 on the shot clock. For 3.
Luka Doncic for
And that's good. Luka Doncic for 3. Doncic has got a couple of threes now in the first for Team World. You talked about, Greg, the high scoring in this game over the years, and there have been some incredible totals, often up in the 140s and higher. Only a few years ago that the winning team watched 163 points.
That's right. Yeah, I will never forget that. And it's part of what makes this game so fun. I mean, we don't come to the All-Star week looking for great defense. Young fellas get out and run.
Hatsimura.
Hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Hatsimura in the house. Yeah.
And so it's Young who brings it up for USA. Up top, Morant. And the shot goes in.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And I'm not sure if anyone will make some history
Luka
here
Doncic
tonight, but
for
the Rising Stars Challenge miraculous performances in the past. I'll always remember David Lee going a perfect 14 of 14 from the floor in that 2007
Washington.
game.
And here is Washington. After Luka Doncic hitting the 3. It's deflected.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan. Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Well, you talked about David Lee's perfect shooting performance back in 2007. Greg, how about Kyrie Irving carrying all those threes? I think he had, 8 in 2012. The MVP awards in those games.
And no doubt remarkable nights that were put on display by those guys. Still, if you want to talk about pure explosiveness, though, I think no one has been able to top Kevin Durant's 42-point effort back in 2009 in this contest.
Phenomenal performance. And he makes the first but misses the second.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Clark trying to get open. Mikhailuk can't get it to go. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
That's just all Zion. But once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
Offensive rebound. USA leading by 3. Young, good.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5
You
minutes
kids,
played,
where
this really has
are
become one of the
you?
signature events of All-Star Weekend. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
Nailed from three-point land.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And now the first time out called here for Team World.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
Catching up in the changes for USA. Sexton, he's checked in for Bridges. Kendrick Nunn comes in for Morant. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Trae Young. Now Nunn, after R.J. Barrett's three-pointer that didn't go. Nunn can't get it to fall. You brought up the big stage these young guys around tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Oh, no!
Laban tayo Kets Venus Williamson, dako kayo liog.
And the first one at the line is good.
And we first heard about Williamson in high school, and that was due to his dunking ability. Now he's a full-fledged star on the rise.
Both shots good from the stripe. Team World trails by 10. Wagner finds Hachimura. That's it. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Oh, no.
And the confidence Hachimura has in himself, knows he can score from this area when given the chance.
Graham dishes to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Okay, good. Hachimura.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. The ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And that one's good, Williamson.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here's Barrett. Zion Williamson making his last shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Team World. It's a 10-point game. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And when Hachimura is looking to score, it sometimes forces the D to get aggressive. Love the energy.
For Team World, they've gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. So he gets them both. Now USA with it. They're on a 15-6 run. Sexton attacking. And he gets it to go.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Impacting the game now at both ends. Zion moves his feet well and can change directions and close out.
And it's USA going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Welcome back as we future here at the Rising Stars Challenge.
It has been a fantastic game up to this point.
It certainly has. I mean, we know these young fellas can play. They are putting on a show.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for USA. Washington out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Devontae Graham. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Sexton in at the 3.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Doncic passes to Wagner. Good ball movement here by Team World. Here's Barrett. And
Barrett
slams it in.
Pick and roll is huge in today's game. Barrett realizing what to do in those sets.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. So timeout called here, the first for USA.
Luka Doncic, yeah.
And USA with some changes.
Saya
Bridges, he's checked in for Zion Williamson. Morant comes in for Kendrick Nunn. Young subbed in for Devontae Graham. So it's USA now. Sexton deciding where to go with it. 6 on the shot clock. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
You know, Crafty just capitalizing there on the floater. Give Sexton room to shoot that shot, and he's going to take it.
And he comes up with the deuce. Clark's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Sexton's shot is good.
And although Sexton is slightly undersized, he plays with great physicality and aggression. Nice finish there off contact. Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
And it's Morant missing.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Doncic kicks to Clark. Here's Okogie. Here's Wagner. Pass to Okogie. Poked away and stolen by Sexton. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
We see some high-flying efforts tonight, or what?
Are we ever? I mean, they're doing some major damage to those rims.
Doncic finds Wagner. Yep, it goes, and the USA lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Doncic.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 8.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
And the fast break now for Team World. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws come up. And USA gets called for the foul.
The potential is there.
It's
about expanding the range so that it makes them more versatile offensively.
Team World making some changes. Hachimura comes in for Mo Wagner. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Josh Okogie. And USA also making a switch. Jackson's checked in. The open look here for Sexton. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. Luke passes to Clark. Here's Hachimura. Here's Mikhailuk, defended by Sexton. Here's Clark. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Clark's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
And that one's good. Morant.
Gotta love watching Morant get after it. He goes all out. Tank never on empty.
Here's Doncic following the basketball.
Oh my God.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't
Talk
need to.
about that.
His only concern right now is getting points on the board. I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for USA.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Yeah, and they've had a great start from beyond the arc as well. The three-point shot seems to be in rhythm.
It's checked in for Team World. And then for USA, Zion Williamson's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Kendrick Nunn comes in for Colin Sexton. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Trae Young. USA leading by 7.
A
fantastic number 1 block. This one deserves another look.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
USA shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And Team World calls time here.
Okay, masama tagkalubong.
1:21 left here in the second. Doncic outside. Clark up top. They double him with Williamson. Hachimura the pass to Doncic. Shoots over Graham. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Barrett's got 6 in the quarter.
Man, sometimes it feels like Barrett wants it more than anyone else on the floor.
And so Morant will bring it up for USA. They've led by as much as 10. Good work there as it goes. And USA leads by 9. Morant's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. Here's Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
And cutting into the lead with a big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Williamson trying to free himself up. Offensive rebound.
And Morant is great at putting pressure on defenders, which in turn draws contact.
For USA, they've made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. The first free throw is good.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Team World trails by 9 to the middle. Barrett shooting foul as the whistle blows.
Barrett.
That one's on Morant.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard / forward who wants to keep improving.
And that one falls for Barrett.
We are having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
Barrett.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Hey guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Morant passes to Bridges, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
And voila.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called. They have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Inside, they double him with Williamson. Clark dishes to Barrett. Good ball movement here by Team World. Doncic against Graham. And a little hot that time. Barrett's got 10 points.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Count that bucket. And USA leads by 9. Pass to Clark. And it's Clark shutting it down.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Wala na.
Doesn't get
Wala
it
na,
to
wala,
drop
wala,
for.
wala, wala.
And that concludes the first half.
Wala.
USA ahead, leading by 7. And join us right back here after the break for the start.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back. There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. Jack, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
You ever love how they use their heads with ball movement?
Oh, no.
Welcome back to this showcase of the amazing young talent in the NBA, the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there tonight.
That's exactly right. And the same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast, too. What a terrific event this has been.
Clark is up there with Then it's Barrett. Then there's Doncic. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 2. And for USA, Bridges out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Morant. Then it's Jaren Jackson. And it's Young in at the point. Hachimura finds Doncic. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
Oh, no.
USA leading by 7. Now, here is Young. He's got 5. From deep. And it's Morant missing. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react. And that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Bridges, no one around him. And the 3 off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Gilgeous-Alexander lays it up off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his first points in this one. Now USA with it. They've led by as much as 10. Young outside. He kicks it to Bridges. Williamson trying to free himself up. Bridges passes to Williamson. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Well, I tell you, Bridges doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Those free throws.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. The first one falls. Okogie's checked in for Hachimura. Washington's checked in for USA. Sexton comes in for Ja Morant. Good on both. USA leading by 5. To the inside. Sexton. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And sometimes it seems like Sexton wants to get hit on the way up. He just embraces the challenge.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And Clark has got the ball here for Team World. Okogie, the pass to Barrett. Team World with another miss. So it's USA now. They're leading by 8. Young's shot is good. Young's got 7 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Young against Doncic. Young with no one around. Again, USA.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Okogie, you can't get that one, so USA will take it the other way. That's a two from Sexton. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Okogie. And it's Williamson with the rebound. USA leading by 10. Here's Sexton. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 2 assists tonight.
We've seen this with Sexton in college, and he can get into a zone and just take over the game offensively. I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Young against Doncic. Outside, Sexton. Pulls up on the wing. But he stays with it. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Okogie misses.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Down low. Here's Doncic.
Par for the course for Luka Doncic. Just one of those games where he's got it on cruise control.
Passes to Sexton.
Yeah.
Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And USA with some changes. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Bridges. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Young. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by USA.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And if Williamson's in the area, you better be careful. When you aren't, he's going to stifle you on the offensive end. And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half. A good look there, and he didn't waste it, his second 3 of the game.
To end the run, and here's Doncic from the arc. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Well, you know, it's clear that Doncic is very self-confident, knows he has what it takes to knock these shots down.
And the pass to Nunn, takes the 3. Rebound by Team World. Doncic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the paint. Clark kicks to Doncic. Clark trying to get open. Doncic, no good. USA leading by 14. Outside, Sexton.
Yeah.
Williamson right side. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Williamson's got 14 points.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
They get it back. Here's Mikhailu. The 3 for Doncic. And that one released in time, but no good. Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And, guys, has been the driving force for USA. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time to get back into it. The Rising Stars Challenge. Tonight, none of these young players will ever forget, I'm sure.
Oh, to be young and athletic. Just a ton of energy out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, you know, like we see every year, these young guys are super excited to be playing in this game, and that excitement comes out onto the court.
You've got Brandon Clark. R.J. Barrett is out there with Hachimura. Then there's Doncic, and it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard position. Three-pointer, Graham buries the long-range jumper. Graham's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for USA. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for USA.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Morant passes to Williamson.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
That free throw good from Williamson. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Team World. He's off on the second. Team World trails by 18. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Count it.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Here's Clark. It's hauled in by USA. Washington's got 5 rebounds tonight. Williamson against Clark. Bucket is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points this quarter.
And scouts question whether Gilgeous-Alexander could finish through contact. There's your answer.
Graham, the pass to Morant. Back to Graham. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Hachimura finds Barrett. Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Doncic. Good ball movement here by Team World. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Barrett. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And this is encouraging for sure. The more Barrett works on expanding his range, the more difficult he becomes to defend.
The USA calls time here. Bridges is checked in for USA. Young comes in for Devontae Graham. USA leading by 13. Morant kicks to Bridges. To the inside. Here's Young. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Barrett. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got his 6th rebound on the night. And out of bounds as Team World gains possession. And now another look at that mobile 1-block defensive performance.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
And Team World calls time here.
Team World.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. Team World trails by 13. Doncic passes to Barrett. Clark outside. And they call a foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
And that one falls for Clark. Here's Young. Morant outside. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Clark finds Doncic. Launches a 3. No good that time. So USA will take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. No one covered.
Well, this is where we talk about Morant's versatility. He can work off the ball because he's worked so hard on that jumper.
And it's Washington missing. Team World trails by 12. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's Williamson. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
And you admire that assertive aggression from Williamson. Goes right at you when he's in his comfort zone.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. And that one falls for Hachimura. Both good from the line that time.
Playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well. An exciting young player to watch.
Young drives in, and he makes good on the way.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now Morant. Loads it up for Williamson. And so it looks like it's still USA's ball.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Morant passes to Williamson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his fifth assist in this one. Pass to Hachimura. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common ball you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. .121 left to play here in the fourth.
Down
No time at all on that one. Doncic has got 25 points in the game.
You know, you can see the confidence Doncic shoots the ball with, especially when he gets room to pull the trigger from deep. No hesitation.
The USA calls time here. They're up by 13. We've got 1:18 left in the game. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Zion Williamson.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Calls time here. They're trailing by 15. There's a minute left here in the fourth quarter. And USA with some changes. Eric Pascal comes in for Williamson. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Morant. There's a minute left in the fourth. Doncic. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they've both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
And USA with some changes. Williamson is checked in for Eric Pascal. And it's John Morant in for Young. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go with the three. And teamwork, another three.
A confident shooter from deep. When you give Gilgeous-Alexander space to pull the trigger, he's not going to hesitate.
Here's Morant. Softly drops in the floater. And USA leads by 12.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
That's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room. Jackson finds Bridges. Now Pascal. Pass to Morant. Graham with the ball. So USA wins it.
So thank you guys sa pag-subscribe sa channel. Until next time.
years of
This is
excitement
welcatz
to come.
in
The
the
future
house,
of the
yo.
NBA is looking very bright with these
Come
guys.
on.
Terrific young players. It sure is.
Wow,
You're right,
Satani,
Greg.
guys.
This really was a fun contest to watch, as it always is. We hope you've all enjoyed it as much as we have. Thanks so much for joining us. For Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.